When a woman gives birth in water, nobody is controlling the baby's head. When a woman gives birth on the bed or on land, clinicians often want to control the head, and they might need to in 2% of cases, but why do it in 100%? And it becomes the practice of the individual and the hospital that every baby being born needs the head controlled. And sometimes a woman having her third baby quickly, there's no time for anyone to control it, and she may tear. And this is one of the reasons they're doing the control of the head, is to prevent the tearing. But birth is a physiological process. If you're giving birth on your back, it's not very natural. If you're on hands and knees or in the pool, it's more natural to be standing, squatting, moving. Yes, somebody might tear, but the body gives along the fibres more naturally than it does with a cut through the muscle. So for somebody to have a policy that every woman is cut, and this is the policy in many European hospitals, it's basically assault, battery and trespass to the woman, to cut a woman who doesn't need it and doesn't consent to it.
Good. We were saying before about if this were a man.
Yeah. If men were having their genitalia cut in any way, they would be up in arms and finding an alternative. It would not be continued. And it changed in England, and why can it not change in European countries? It will. It needs a tipping point of consumer pressure. And it's because it's a woman's issue that the consumers are not listened to as much as if they were men. It's about reproductive rights. It being women's choices are about reproductive rights. So women need to be listened to. Recently, a woman politician stood up in her parliament in Croatia and said bad things that had happened to her. That triggered 400 women to come out and say about their experiences. And this can create the tipping point to improve quality of care, to be more woman and baby focused. The MeToo campaign reminds me of the Break the Silence campaign. When women are listened to and they hope that the bad thing that happened to them won't happen to someone else, this is why they want to share what they're sharing about the negative experiences in childbirth, the traumatic experiences in childbirth. And it's great that people in leadership positions are listening and standing up and telling their stories. Excuse me. So Break the Silence and Me Too campaigns are very good in women coming together and sharing their experiences.